The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Georgia going up tempo. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. It's a running room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want...
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I've got to understand this.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw down.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Lobs it off the back foot. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC late.
There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the running back. Crosses the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to Brown. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some points.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looks as if he's going to run it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Coming up, fourth down.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. He fires to the left side. Can't. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. The inside. And he has taken it all the way. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and took it off. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You know, it's great.
down.